Also collected some boost on top of it. Actually wins the ball in the corner. G2 trying to find a way out, but Kaio's got the pass to Card, and it's a wide open net. Furia get the first.
It's classic G2 here. Yeah, we're going the other way. Cool. And both Dries and Chicago, you cannot fathom why Dries thinks that
Furia need that 50 in midfield. They get it. Kaio's first behind the ball. Air dribble towards the box. Can't get a shot on target. Yan finds the ball for free. Nobody from G2 able to challenge.
And they're all kind of up here staring at this air dribble from Kaio. You see Dries is the one rotating back post. He goes all the way up the backboard, and unfortunately, JNaps is rotating in from the other corner.
With control. Card underneath it. He's got Kaio waiting for it, and it just bounces around. G2, quick transition, hard shot. Nobody's back, and G2 finally on the board.
They finally catch Furia one step too far forward. Card kind of caught out there at the midfield line. Great dump from JNaps to Dries, and boy, he put something on that one. Card was actually on his way back too, but...
Nice bounce for G2 for the tie. JNaps challenge in front. Card puts it down. Ooh. No, it's still in the air. Popped up. Can they get the shot? Furia will take game one.
That was the question for me. You knew they were going to be under pressure. Can they handle it? Absolutely.
Push that ball forward. And G2, they've tried to get those passes in front. They've tried to get more creative. Chicago punches this one high. And again, Card gets in the way. But here comes another shot, and it's in for Dries.
They finally cracked Furia on defense. Card, this is a great first save. Great touch from Chicago there to take it away from Kaio, and Dries just had a thin line to get that one inside.
This is going to be a play for Furia yet. They do retain midfield.
Kind of thought that was going to be the opportunity where Furia really needed to score, believe it or not. Oh, no, they've left it open. They thought they were going to get away for free here, I believe. Dries is kind of just waiting on JNaps to bring the ball back down, and no one notices Chicago in that back corner getting the bump on Yan. They think, yeah,
away, but they're keeping met by orange cars.
They really need to have a higher degree of control when they start getting these touches, and that's a great bump from Kaio going forward. Card trying to convert it into the top left corner. Watch G2 here as they try and defend this. They all bite on Kaio. You can see them just redirect right there. JNaps is trying to adjust for Card to be the one to go and get it. He gets smashed out of the way, and Card four and straight down into Chicago. JNaps cuts back in and gets the nice long clear for G2, clearing a lot of space. JNaps is going to follow it the length of the pitch, turn it in, and Furia probably looking at a tied series.
And that was a tough one for Kaio to handle. He was already so close to that ball. He had to try to at least put that ball or take a shot in front of the box, and that challenge went to work. Good return to form for them in game number 2. Card going to take this one up, but G2 have Forbidden Temple squarely in their control. Chicago putting that one up, and this ball touches the ground. We'll head to game 3.
I love it. Okay, I thought Dries was maybe going to be a nice guy. Let him put that one in. Anyway, great show for you here from G2. Nice early lead, had no troubles hanging on to reset himself on the goal line, and has no trouble kicking it down the length of the pitch.
I love seeing the levels break down when players are expecting 1 or 2 touches. Oh, hang on. G2 Chicago somehow squeezes that one in. 1-0 G2.
Hello, Chicago. Welcome to Sweden. There's quite an opening goal you've managed to put up there in game 3. Tight.
One since. Kaio, just a little too much juice on that pass.
Oh, but great bounces for him. Not done yet. Card indeed is going to capitalize on the second chance. You can see it was all about how this touch bounces out of this corner here. Goes straight back to Yan. And talk about the early read. That man was up so early. And
quick transition, but Card takes too long. JNaps is all over him. And Yan trying to keep that ball close and away from Chicago. It's good enough for Kaio. He can recover after that first 50, but G2 went in front. Chicago scores in front of the box.
G2 holding the high ground on 3 challenges in a row. You see Chicago get above, Dries gets above Kaio, and then one more time, Chicago is able to outpace Card to the ball. Not to
bump back and forth. Dries still gets the clear.
I mean, that's the thing. You see that bump on Chicago, and he's still able to recover and just stick the challenge. And how about G2 going to turn in another one?
Chicago picks up the goal here. JNaps gets a great catch that first touch. Yan is frozen on the back wall, and he had no clue where to sit on that challenge. JNaps
all together, make a nice stop.
Well, after a rough series yesterday against Sandrock, G2 look much more comfortable, and Dries with a big save, but Card puts one on the board and pull within 1.
Certainly doable, 8 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of time to let kickoff go and settle, and Dries really not playing bad defensively there, just kind of following the ball across. Just so happened the shot happened to be slightly behind him, so he couldn't take it with him across the net. Furia right there for it, and they give themselves a look.
8 seconds, but they're not there, and that one straight off the post, and Card for Dries, and that one just might do it at the end of game 3.
Oh, it pops up like that, and they miss the bump on Dries. That's the thing that whole kickoff hinges on. Since they both follow up on the kickoff, and Dries isn't able, or Dries is able, excuse me, to get out of the way, put the pressure forward. Tough break for Furia, and they're still trying to get it with 1 second on the clock, but kinda good. It's like, okay, if we
just 2 more shots and you're looking okay.
If we just get a little bit more out of Kaio, maybe there's something else to expect. Oh my gosh, Jan gets caught on the post. You've got to be joking.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Look, he rotates back. He's like, okay, got to dodge a demo real quick. Almost made it back. Oh, that's tough.
It was good for
Gives card space, and it's going to pop high above the net. Chicago's errant touch mercifully off target. As here comes Kaio plus the demo. They're going to equalize.
Yeah, that's a good one from Kaio, but really that touch from Jan was so hard, and it kicked. Look at the kick here off of the back wall, and no chance for Chicago to get that one. That's a tough read, and the demo on top of it, ensuring that ball was going here against G2. Here comes a quick one from Kaio, hard off the backboard, but no problem for Dries.
It's a lot to ask out of your South American regional #1, and Jan will deliver. Things are looking up here in game 4, and the last time they held the lead, they were able to fend off G2 and find a win. That's exactly what's so important for South America throughout the major. Again, if you're on the way, and that's going to waste a few more seconds, but plenty of time here. That's the open net, and Card will deliver.
Card makes sure that one goes in, and G2 can't even break out of midfield. That one cut off by Card again.
What did we say, Jorby? G2 only leaves the open net when a challenge just goes horribly, horribly wrong?
Well, there it is.
There.
Kaio kicks this one up high with control, gets over Chicago. JNaps has to get back quickly. Card has a look. Card back over to Kaio, and Furia take over game 4.
Tough one to handle for G2 on defense. Now you see JNaps overcommitting. This isn't an open net because a challenge goes wrong. It's an open net because they have to get aggressive. They have to find 2 goals inside. Going in the favor of G2 that you think about the earlier games in the series was 100% the challenge game. Absolutely dominating in that regard. Here it kind of starts to equalize out a little bit. Is that necessarily Furia definitely outplaying G2? No, not exactly. I think it's really just Furia managed to get themselves out into a lead, didn't have to take as many chances, and then they were able to capitalize on a couple of more opportunities that came their way while stretch the possession as far as you possibly can as we get into Game 5 Champions Field, driven by Ford. We will see if that's going to find itself into the back. Kaio's going to turn in another one.
Kaio puts this one in the back of the net, wins a massive 50. Card gets another 50, and Kaio is ready for it in front of the box. Top corner for Furia. The save. G2 not done yet. JNaps gets around this ball in the corner, flips it around Kaio. JNaps still in control. JNaps, big muscles for Chicago. G2 get the goal.
This is great challenge game from Chicago, but you can see the overextension from Jan just a little. He overjumps that so high as JNaps is bringing that ball around the corner, and it'll double touch from Kaio in the G2 corner.
Next up is Jan, quick off the sidewall. He goes for the bump, and Kaio's in front. Kaio gets the goal. Furia on top.
Furia says, Chicago, we see what you're trying to do, and we'll show you how to do it. Jan, get out of here. JNaps opens the door wide. Kaio to deliver, and pressure on G2 here. JNaps, unfortunately, not able to take him across the net or remove him from the pitch entirely. There's an awkward line as Card down into his own corner looking for help. It's not going to arrive in time. Chicago turns in the equalizer.
Oh, Card in the corner here. How does he see this one? He jumps up early for the read, and that's not the best touch for Kaio. He wasn't ready for that bounce, and Kaio has to make that touch, but wasn't expecting.
Hope everything can settle down for a moment.
Nice pass over in front to Card. Forces JNaps to make the save he can. Card steals the boost away, and Jan takes the ball. Kaio's got the shot! Furia have done it! They have won in Game 5! They take down G2!
What a show from Furia.